Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our iOS development with UIKit series by talking about how we can apply a shadow effect to our UI label. So, why might you want to add a shadow to your UI label? Well, this is useful in particular if you want to create a sense of depth in your app for, let's say you're building kind of some kind of educational app maybe, and you want to have some, you want to have a shadow on your labels to kind of let someone, have the illusion of depth. Oftentimes to like for card-based interfaces, let's say, you might have a shadow effect on the card view, and that works great in that way. But you can have a shadow on the label as well. So, how exactly do we apply a shadow then to our label? Well, we can do this by using the shadow offset and shadow color properties on our label. The shadow offset tells us how far, how far do we want our shadow to be cast away from the label, and then how far, and then the color, the shadow color property basically says what color do we want the shadow to be. So inside of Xcode, let's say HWLabel dot shadow offset. Right. So shadow offset is the type CG size. Now what is this? Now what is CG size? Well, CG size is a class built into the core graphics framework that UIKit imports for us. This will take in a width and a height, but the width and height parameters are in this context used to tell UIKit and core graphics where to draw the shadow. Okay, so HWLabel.shadowOffset equals CG size width. Let's say maybe 50, height 50. So this will be drawn quite a bit a ways from our label, so we can see the shadow a little bit better, kind of just on its own. Generally speaking, you don't want the shadow that far away from its source. But I'm just doing this as kind of an educational thing. Okay? Then we can say HWLabel.shadowColor equals, and this can be any color we want. This is a UI color. So let's say we want this to be system teal, maybe. All right, save that. Go ahead and run it in the simulator. And here we have our label. So you can see that the label is a larger font. It's a system font with a font size of 48, and now we have a shadow that is about 50 points away from the from 0, 0 of the label itself, so the label's coordinates of 0, 0. And you can see that it's a teal color. Now we could make this a little bit. We could make this be a little bit closer. So instead of 50, maybe we have 20. So 20, 20. And we can run that now. And now the shadow is a little bit closer, and it looks a little bit better in that regard, so it's not quite as far away. So really that about does it for how we can apply a shadow to our labels in UIKit. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.